Welcome back to chapter 4, multiplication and division. Today the main topic is properties of multiplication. The first point is commutative property. What is commutative property of multiplication? Let us see one example. See, 2 into 5 is equal to how much? 10. 2 5s are 10. Okay. So now I am going to change the order of this number. First I have written here 2 as multiplicand and 5 as multiplier. Okay. Now I am going to change the order of the number. 5 into 2. What is the product we have got? We have got 10 only. So the product of these two numbers, there is no change. We have got 10 as the product. What is mean by this? This is called what? Commutative property of multiplication. When we change the order of the number, order of multiplicand and multiplier, it doesn't affect the product. We will get the same product. Okay. So what is multiplicand and multiplier? The numbers which we need to multiply. These are called the multiplicand and the multiplier. Okay, the answer of multiplication is called what? The product. These are the terms we are using in multiplication, and I hope it is clear what is commutative property of multiplication. When we changed the order of the number, it doesn't affect the product. We will get the same product. Okay, next is associative property of multiplication. Associative property of multiplication means, look at the example. In the first group you can see 5 into 2 into 10. So these two numbers are in the group. Okay. I is equal to 2 into 10 into 5. And these numbers are in groups. So first groups you can see 2 and 5. These two numbers are in the bracket. These numbers are in the group. Okay. But in the second group you can see 10 and 5. These two numbers are in the bracket. Here we will get it. 5 into 2 is equal to 10. 10 tens are how much? 100. We will get the product 100. Here also the same way we will get a 100. Is it or not? So that is called what? Associative property of multiplication. Clear? So one more time I will tell you that when we change, when we make any changes in the group, it doesn't affect the product. We will get the same product. Next is multiplicative property of 1. This property is very simple. When we multiply any number by 1, we will get the number itself. Whatever 25 into 1 is equal to 25. Then 728 into 1 is equal to how much? 728. Okay, see, whenever we multiply any number by 1, we will get the number itself. That is called what? Multiplicative property of 1. We are using, especially when we multiply by the largest numbers, like 1,000, 10,000, lakh, 1 lakh, we use these properties. Example, we need to multiply 72 into 100. 72 into 100. Here we will use this multiplicative property of 1. How we will use this? 75 into 1 is equal to how much? 72. 72 into 1 is equal to 72. Is it or not? So here we use what? The multiplicative property of 1. And how much zeros are remaining there? 2 zeros. Place the 2 zeros after 72. So the product is ready there. So such way we can use the multiplicative property of 1. The next one is the multiplicative property of 0. What is multiplicative property of 0? When we multiply any number by 0, we will get the product 0 only. That is meaningless. See one example. 587 into 0 is equal to how much? 0 only. When we multiply any number by 0, we will get a 9 into 0 is equal to how much? 0 only. Okay. So As I said, the multiplicative property of 0 means when we multiply any number by 0, we will get a 0 as product. Clear? Okay. Exercise 14. Here we are going to multiply 6-digit number by 1-digit number. Also 3-digit number. Here we are going to multiply by 100. So we have to use what? The multiplicative property of 1 here. Let us do the first question. What is 1, 10, 100, 1000, 10,000, lakh? 4,25,629 by 8. So we have to arrange this number in order. How it is? Into 8 in this way. This is one order. Now multiply 8 into 9. How much? 72. So 7 we have to regroup and 2 we have to write in the ones place. Now 8 twos are how much? 16. 16 plus 7, 23. So 3 we will write here and 2 we have to regroup. Now 8 6 are 48. 48 plus 2, 50. 5 we have to regroup. Okay. Next is 8 5s are 40. 40 plus 5, 45. 4 we have to regroup here. Next is 8 into 2, 16. 16 plus 4, 20. 0, 2 we have to regroup. Next is 8 into 4, 32. Is it or not? 8 4s are 32 plus 2, 34. So the product you will get, ones, tens, 100, 1000, 10,000, lakh, 10 lakh, 34 lakh, 5,000, 32. You will get the product. Okay, this way you have to multiply whatever the number. If it is 1 digit, 2 digit, up to 3 digit, you have to do. Exercise 14, you can see that up to 3 digit numbers you have to multiply. The same process you have to do. Here we will multiply what is 95,637 into 100. So you no need to arrange this way. When we need to multiply any number by 10, 100, 1000, 10,000, lakh, we no need to arrange the number in this way. What we have to do? Here we will use the multiplicative property of 1. That means 95,637 into 1 is equal to how much? The same number. 95,637. Okay. When we multiply by 1, we have got the same number. Then how much is remaining here? 2 zeros are remaining there. So write that 2 zeros here in the place of tens and hundreds. So what is the product we will get? We will get this much: ones, tens, 100, 1000, 10,000, lakh, 10 lakh, 95 lakh, 63,700. We will get as the product. Okay. So moving to the word problems. Exercise 15, word problems. A bag of sugar weighs 105 kilogram. Find the total weight of sugar in 9,568 bags. So here we have to multiply this 4 digit by 3 digit number. Okay. So first we have to write the steps. So what are the steps we have to write? Weight of a sugar bag. How much? 105 kilogram. So how many bags are there total? Number of bags. How many bags are there? 9,568 bags are there. So we have to multiply 9,568 by 105. So arrange the numbers in this way. The multiplicand and the multiplier. This way. Okay. Now multiply. So 5 8s are how much? 40. Okay. 4 we have to regroup. Next is 5 into 6. How much? 30. 30 plus 4 is equal to 34. 3 we have to regroup. Next we have to multiply 5 into 5. 25. 25 plus 3. 28. 2 we have to regroup. 9 into 5. 45. Right? 45 plus 2. 47. So when we multiplied 9,568 by 5, we have got 47,840. Now the next one is 0. we can avoid these steps. We can avoid these steps. Why? Because when we multiply any number by 0, we will get a 0 as product, right? So we can avoid to multiply 0 with the 8, 6, 5 and 9, because we will get here 0 only. So you can please avoid that. Next is the 100th place, ones place. So it is also very easy, because you know when we multiply any number by 1, we will get the number itself. So 1 into 8 is equal to how much? 8. So 6, 6. 1 into 5, 5. 1 into 9, 9. Then what we have to do? We have to add this. After this, the last step, we have to add these numbers. So here we can either we can place into mark or 0. Okay. So I have put here the into mark only. So write 0, 4, 8 plus 8, 16. 1 we have to regroup. Now it is 8. 8 plus 6, 14. 1 we have to regroup. 5 plus 5, 10. 1 we have to regroup. 9 plus 1, 10. Okay. Here we have got ones, tens, 100, 1000, 10,000, lakh, 10 lakh. 10 lakh 4,640 we have got as the product. So the answer we have to write. What is the question? See the last sentence. Find the total weight of sugar in 9,568 bags. So we have to write the weight of 9,568 bags is equal to 10 lakh 4,640 kilograms. So you have to write the answer in this way. Clear? Okay, the exercise part, the rest of the questions you have tried to do yourself. Then all the solved questions you will get from the school's website. Moving to the next session. Next is division. In divisions we have to use some terms. What are the terms we have to use? First of all, just divide a small number. Then we will check the terms we are using in division. For example, 35. Take 35 divided by 2. Okay. So we know how to divide. How to divide? We have to check the 2's table. Okay. In the 2's table, we have to see whether 3 is there or nearby 3 is there or what. Okay. Now 2 ones are 2. How much is remain? Then subtract. We will get 1. 3 minus 2 is equal to 1. So 1 is less than the divisor. Therefore, we have to take 5 down. So it will be 15. Now it is 15. Now we have to check in 2's table 15 is there or not. There is no 15 in the table of 2. So nearby 15, which number we will get? We will get 14. Is it or not? Which number we need to multiply to get 14 by 2? I mean 2 into how much we will get to 14? 2 7s are 14. Minus 5 minus 4 is equal to 1. 1 minus 1 is equal to 0. So we will get a 1 as a remainder. So the division is finished here. Understand? Now check what are the terms we have to use in the division. So the answer. So normally in addition, subtraction and multiplication we are getting the answer at the bottom. Is it or not? But in the division it is just opposite. We will get to the top. So this is called the answer of division is called what? Quotient. Quotient. The answer of addition is called what? The quotient. Which number we need to divide, that number is called a dividend. So 35 is the dividend here. 35 we need to divide. So this is called what? Dividend. Dividend. Okay. Next is 2. By which number we need to divide? This 2. This number is called what? The divisor. So this is called a divisor. This is called a divisor. and after division if something is remaining, that is called the remainder. So here 1 is remaining here. So this is called what? Remainder. Remainder. Okay. So these are the terms we are using in division. So these are very important. The answer of division is called quotient. The number which we need to divide, that number is called dividend. And by which number we need to divide, that number is called divisor. And after the division, if something is remaining, that is called the remainder. Okay. And it is very easy to get the, we can check it. We can check it by multiplication. What are the things we need to multiply? How we can check it? Just see. Here we have got a quotient, divisor, remainder. Okay. We need to check whether the division is correct or not. How we can check this? By multiplication. So just take this 17. For example, before that, see, there is a small formula for that. Q, quotient into divisor plus remainder. We have to multiply quotient, multiply by divisor. If something is remaining, we have to add that. Is equal to what? Dividend. Dividend. Okay. When we multiply quotient into divisor plus remainder is equal to dividend. Just check it. Here we have got, see. Here we have got what is the quotient? 70. Okay. What is the divisor? 2. So this is quotient. This is quotient and this is divisor. Divisor. Multiply quotient into divisor. 2 sevens are 40. Regroup 1. 2 ones are 2 plus 1 3. So 34 we have got here. Okay. And what we have to do next? Add. If something is remaining, that we have to add. The remainder is 1. So plus 1. This is a remainder. This is remainder. So 4 plus 1, 5, 3. See, we have got a 35. Understand? We have got the product 35. So in this way we can check it. Okay, whatever the number, if it is big digit to small digit, whatever the number, if you have any doubt whether the division is correct or not, please check it by multiplication. So what are the things you have to multiply? Quotient multiply by divisor plus remainder is equal to what? Dividend. If you are not getting the dividend, that means your division is wrong. So you have to check it again. Okay, moving to the next exercise. So the next exercise is exercise number 16. What we have to do? Divide and find the quotient and the remainder. There are some questions. One questions we will discuss here. After that, the rest of the questions you have to do yourself. And just take it. So 3,57,061 is the question. We have to divide it by 16. So you have to arrange it this way. 3,57,061 divided by 16. Just check it. 16 2s are how much? We have to check these two numbers. Is it or not? Because the first number is less than the divisor. So we have to take first two numbers. So we know that 2. 16 into 2 is equal to how much? 32. Is it or not? 32. Subtract it. So 5 minus 2 is equal to 3. 3 minus 3 is equal to 0. So the next is 3 is less than the divisor. So take this 7 down. So it will be 37. So next is 37 is greater than 16. Now what we have to do? We have to check in 16's table. So 16 into 2 is equal to how much? 32. Subtract it again. This process will continue till we will get a remainder or a 0. So next is 16 into 3 is equal to before that we have to subtract this. 7 minus 2 is equal to 5. Then the 0 we have to write down. Next is 16 into 3 is equal to how much? 48. subtract it. So I told you, as I told, you proceed that in this way. So 10 minus 8 is equal to 2. So 2 is less than the divisor. So take this 6 down. So it will be 26. Okay, how many times it will go 16? One time only. So 16 ones are 16. Minus 0. Here it is 2 minus 1 is equal to 1. So 10 is less than the divisor. So take the 1 down here. So it will be 101. Now see the table of 16. If it is difficult to learn the table of 16, what you have to do? You have to multiply and see. Approximately how much is equal to 16 into how much should multiply to get near about 101. So here we will get 16 into 6 is equal to how much? 96 we will get. So 11 minus 6 is equal to how much? 5. So here it is 9. 9 minus 9, 0. So we will get 5 as the, so this number is over. Okay, so how much we have got? Nothing more. Division is finished here. We have got a remainder as 5. The quotient is how much? 22,316 is the quotient, and the remainder is 5. In this way you have to do. So you can check it. How we can check it? As I told, multiply the quotient into the divisor. Okay, if something is remaining, add the remainder also. If you are getting the divisor, I mean dividend, the division is correct. Okay, moving to the next question, next exercise, word problems. So exercise number 17, the word problems. The first question is, a company collected rupees 1,97,38,500 from its shareholders. If the value of each share is rupees 250, how many shares were issued? So this is the question. I read the question 2-3 times for getting the steps. So the steps are: the amount collected from the shareholders, rupees 1 crore collected, the shares collected from the shareholders. The amount collected from the shareholders are rupees 1 crore 97 lakh 38,500. And the second step, the value of each share. What is the value of each share? Rupees 250. So we need to find out what, see the last sentence of this question. How many shares were issued? So what if the value of each share is rupees 250, how many shares are issued? So we need to divide this. So this is 3-digit division. Okay, with the how much? 10, 100, 1000, 10,000, lakh, 10 lakh, crore. So 1 crore 97 lakh 38,500 divided by 250. So what you have to do? You do not know the table of this. So what you need to multiply the approximate number you have to take. 250 into is equal to how much will be the numbers. So the first two number, if you will take, it is first 3 number, if you will take, it is less than 250. Is it not? So 1, 2, 3. This is 197 is smaller than the divisor. So take the first 4 numbers. That means 1973 we have to take. Okay. Otherwise we are not able to divide this. So just see that how much will be there. We have to take approximately 7. 7 into 250 is equal to how much? See, 1750. Now we have to subtract this. Okay, we will get 3. Here we will get 2. And 9 minus 7 is equal to 2. Here we will get 0. So 223 we will get as the remainder here. After that, you know this 223 is less than what? 250. So we are not able to divide. We are not able to continue this. What we need to take? We need to take this 8 down. Now it is 2,238. Now how much will be near about? We need to multiply this 250 into how much to get near about 2,238. So we have to multiply 250 into 8 is equal to how much? 2000. Is it or not? So next we have to subtract. Subtract, here it is 8, 3, 2, here it is 0. Again we have got a what? 238 is less than the divisor. So what we have to do? Usually how we are doing? Taking the number from this, from the top. So it is 2385. So what it will be? What will be the next one? So we can take one more. So 250 into 8 is equal to 2000. Is it or not? If you will take 250 into 9, how much? So 250 more. That means 250 into 9 is equal to 2250. Okay. So next we have to subtract. So how much? 5. Here it is 3. Here it is 1. Here it is 0. So I'm continuing here. Here it is 135 only. Is less than the divisor. So we have to take the 0 there. So 1350 will get. How much we need to take? We have to take so here I am writing 1350 for continue. There is no place, so I am writing there. So 250 into 5. 5 is equal to how much? 1250, right? 0, 0, 1 and here 0. We will get 100 here. Okay, 100 as a reminder. Again we know that 100 is less than the divisor. So what we have to do? We have to take this number, this 0 here. Now it is 1000. Okay, so it is 1000. Now we have to take how much? 4. 4 into 250 is equal to 1000 minus nothing is remaining. Nothing is remaining. 0 only. So what will be the quotient? 78,954. 78,954 is the answer. So you have to write the answer in sentence in this way. If the value of each share is rupees 250, how many shares were issued? So the company can issued 78,954 shares. 54 shares the company can, this much can be issued. This much shares can be issued. So in this way you have to do the problem solving. So if it is biggest number, 3-digit or 4-digit number, doesn't matter. What you have to do? You have to multiply and see. Here what we have done. So 250 into near about 7. How much? We have got 1750. Such way you have to do. Okay. So now I will give you some more questions are there that you have to do yourself. The solved questions is available in our website. You can browse it. So I will give you some homework. The homeworks are you can do this problem solving exercise. The same exercise homework you can do in this way. The same exercise number 17 1 to 8 you can do. Question number 1 to 8 you can do in your rough copy. Okay, so this is the homework. I hope all of you understood this session. Thank you very much.